He's probably one of my top 10 favorite people in my life that I've ever known.
Oh, Tim. Every time I think of Tim, it usually brings a smile to my face.
Tim Lightner is a leader and a character all in one.
Even though he's the owner of our franchises, is also a very funny and silly guy.
I think his screen name says it all. He's Tim. I'm kind of a big deal, Lightner, and he is. He means a lot to so many.
I'm Tim Lightner.
Tim Lightner is the owner of the Racine, Madison, Milwaukee, Waukesha, Janesville franchise. I've known Tim for about 10 years now, a decade, and he's been a great leader.
Tim took our franchise over, or I say take over, which I guess is kind of appropriate because for someone who's into Star Wars, he's conquering the galaxy. Tim had bought out our franchise in the beginning of 2020. And ever since he's stepped foot in the door, he's just kind of taken us to places that I never saw before.
Since I met Tim, great, funny guy. I remember the moment he walked in to the Waukesha location, and I was just thinking, who is that guy with that amazing hair?
He's a visionary, right? He's taken a small idea, much like the story of Two Men in a Truck from the beginning, and turned it into something that has given us all great opportunities. So, but he does it with non-serious attitude all the time, but yet wants serious results. So I think he's just a great guy to work for, a great person to know, and I'm fortunate to be a part of his team.
Tim has played a huge role in my advancement in Two Men in a Truck. I came here 2 years ago, not really knowing what the future held for me within the company or in my career, and he has allowed me to move forward into the Mary Ellen program to open up my own location in Fond du Lac, gave me his trust and allowed me to learn and grow as a leader within my career.
23 years later, I'm here by his side working as a partner, and I'm grateful for the relationship we've had along the way and the push that he's given me and the confidence that he's had in my abilities this entire time, even when I didn't have confidence in myself and I didn't believe in myself. He had that confidence, and it exuded from him, and it was kind of contagious.
People like Aldo, who started out on the trucks, and now he's like one of our top salesmen in the office. Cody, he's moved up, I believe from the trucks, but operations, starting his own franchise. Lisa, she's half owner now, she's the president. So like I said, he gives all these opportunities. If people want to move forward and better their career, he's all for it.
Community is huge. He has such a big heart, and he loves people. And one of my favorite things that in Madison is the Second Harvest Food Bank, helping them out. It's a food drive that happens at the end of the year, and he'll provide the service we'll drop off like food barrels at businesses, and then we'll pick them up after a few weeks, and then we sort the food. It's just huge because it's all to help people that are hungry, and he's huge with Movers for Moms. We really strive to get as many donations as we can, and we usually outdo ourselves with that. and he's on the news a lot. Just likes to be out there and just really show what Two Men in a Truck can help in all different kinds of ways other than just moving people in their houses.
I know he does a lot. He's in a choir with the Economawalk where he lives, so he does a lot with that. He does a lot like with Two Men in a Truck itself too. He was in a parade for the choir over the winter time and had us help out with moving their float with our junk truck, so he kind of tries to incorporate things like that.
He's truly just been a lighthearted spirit and filled with jokes, filled with fun, filled with sharing how the choir really makes a difference in his life. There's been a lot of friendships that have formed through choir, a lot of jokes that are shared as well. But honestly, I think the biggest thing about it is his heart always shows through. He says some really kind things that really are near and dear to my heart, that has really been an uplifting spirit for me when there's been some moments. So that means a lot.
I think he's one of a kind. Yeah, definitely one of a kind. I never worked with anybody like Tim, and I'll definitely take his advice and into my personal life and to work. He's really helped me out.
I owe him everything in my career, really.
I couldn't be happier under Tim's guidance that he's led me to where I am today.
For me, it's really cool that I get to connect with an owner that I see very much eye to eye with, and there's no one else who I'd want to work for.
I mean, I could really say everyone in his 5 franchises will not be in their positions if it wasn't for Tim.
He just wants to move people forward, whether it's with us or not.
He's helped support me through both of my parents passing away, and one of the hugest things was also helping me through getting out of an abusive relationship, and he helped me with a move and get out into a place on my own, and that was huge because I was not sure what was going to happen, and he stepped up and was like, hey, I got you. What do you need? And he helped me, and I'll never be able to thank him enough.
In his emails, he's always thanking us for what we do, and one of his favorite, taglines, I don't know if he realizes he does it, he always says, thanks for your efforts. Thank you for your efforts. So I just want to say to you, Tim, thank you for your efforts on growing us and the brand and being one of the best leaders we've ever had. So thank you, Tim.
Throughout my journey with him, he'd always talked about the higher up you get in an organization, the lonelier it gets. The less feedback you get, the less kudos you get. And it's true. And so I think this Moving People Forward award is so impactful because it gets an opportunity for us to put our leader, our humble, compassionate, caring leader in the spotlight, to give him that attention that he deserves. He's 30 years in the business this year, and winning this award is going to put any other award he's ever won in the shadows, because this is really what he's about. I am grateful and blessed, and I think I speak upon all of us to have crossed paths with him, and I look forward to a long future. I couldn't just say congrats enough. We're so proud of him.